Hello everyone. Wait. Hello everyone. How is everyone doing? Doesn't have my face tracking back. Hello. Sorry. Take it off. It's rude. It's rude to talk to you guys with the mask on. But hello, damn Vane. We're answering your questions now from Marshmallow. Wait, why is it suddenly 35 questions? Alright, anyways, let's start. Since we reached the milestone of answering your questions, this is what we're gonna do. What is your favorite type of tree? Can you guys guess what my favorite tree is? Potato tree. Yes, definitely a potato tree. But it's in the name. My favorite type of tree is in my name. A sakura tree. We used to have like a white cherry blossom tree in front of our house growing up. Actually sounds legal. I don't know how the laws were back then. Maybe it wasn't as strict as it is right now. So if it was like back in the, what, 70s? 80s? No, they never gave out trees. But it grew though. It grew into a big tree. Pretty sure it's protected. I don't know. I don't know the entire story for that, but we did have one. And it's still standing, I believe. It's a big. It's very pretty when it starts blossoms. Check online. It is illegal. It's even like in the US or anywhere airline wise. But if it's like boat, maybe like, you know, shipments and whatnot, maybe it's a different set of rules. I know for sure airlines is definitely a no. No fresh fruits and whatever. No seeds. Definitely no animals. Or exotic animals. But yeah, sakura trees, the white. We used to have a white one. But the pink ones are definitely pretty too. So we're done with favorite type of tree. It's the sakura blossom tree. Back then was very, so it was very strict back then still. So it is very strict still now. But you know, there are, you know, locations, at least in the state of California, that are planting sakura, some type of sakura blossom. Yeah, because like locally we have a cherry blossom park, or they began, you know, doing one. Alright, anyways, that is the answer. If you want something more generic, I would say an apple tree. What exactly is a type of tree? Oh, wait. Do we count like the wisteria? No, those drooping trees with leaves that goes very long. Those are kind of pretty too. I haven't really seen much IRL though for it to be my favorite type. Weeping willows, yeah. Wisteria is kind of like a weeping willow type of tree. Yeah, these ones are pretty. This would be maybe a second. This is a tree, right? Not a shrub or anything. Yeah, like this one. Ooh, that is so pretty. Although, according to feng shui, if you have like trees that has a lot of those drooping leaves, it's not good vibes apparently. So you want ones that kind of like grow more upward for good energy. I don't know. That's what feng shui said. Feng shui. What? Because you know, if you look like the regular like weeping willows, it's in the name. Weeping. It's best vibes. I guess it is pretty. Oh, it even turns yellow too. Yeah, wisteria tree looks really pretty. White. Let me show you. White cherry blossoms. Yeah, it kind of look like this once it blossoms. This kind of tree. During, I think it's mostly rain season or during the summer that there's like these spiky little caterpillars that come out from the tree. So I'm like, ooh. That's the only thing I didn't like about it. Having the big tree is the big bugs that came with it. Alright. So yeah. Sakura tree. Next one. What is your type of rock? Okay. If we think Rock. Diamonds, right? Count as rock. They are actually a type of rock, right? Oh wait. I just thought of what I like. It's I think it was called the fire opal. Fire opal. Yeah. This one. They're minerals. they are stones though, right? No? How is there a type of stones? Minerals count as rock, right? Are minerals counted as yes. So what won't be considered won't be a rock then? Is there even types of rocks? Types of rocks. Okay, there is. Apparently. Oh, obsidian. Would the rose quartz count as rock? That's still mineral, right? I feel like that's a quick not a quick a trick question. Okay, type of rocks. You know what? Let's look at this one. There's a sunstone. Oh, selenite looks pretty. They are called gemstones. So the fire opal counts as one then, right? If we count the fire opal, then it is fire opal. Do you like scary movies? Yes. We play horror games on this channel, so every now and then I do like watching some scary movies. The only thing I have not... Well, there's still a lot of scary movies out there I have not watched. But yeah, I do like some scary movies. Yeah, this one's pretty. Fire opal. I like fire opals. It used to be in my older model, the fire opal. It's the one that was on my choker. It was a fire opal. Selenite also kind of looks pretty. Amethyst? Wait, I just noticed something. Why is freaking diorite a Minecraft image? Really? Is that how it looks right there? This one? What the? It's real. I mean, it's a real, but it's a freaking square from Minecraft. Celestite kind of looks pretty too. A pretty blue. Yo, magnetite was something from that I needed in Subnautica. Right, fire opal. I like the selenite. The selenite looks pretty. Or the celestite too. Does a jade count as rock? I think so, huh? It would be. Okay, our main answer is fire opal. So that's my favorite type of rock. Rock and stone. Anything you would say to Yuna at the start of streaming? What is something I would say to younger me back then? I feel like it's too personal. don't get too... What is something I was really bothered back then? I'm trying to remember what was like... Be consistent. I feel like that's still something I still need to do. Is to be more consistent. Sometimes I'm not consistent. Communication. I feel like don't get too involved with people. Certain people. No red flags when you see them. Shit. Basically, don't let what other people say or tell you bother you. Although it's kind of hard to not let it bother you, but there were definitely people back then that would say things about stream, what I stream. They were very influential back then, like, oh, you should try playing this and that. So definitely be on your own lane. Take things at your own pace. Be wary of red flags, definitely. Although it's kind of hard to know what is considered red flags if you know, you yourself, you're not really like out there mingling a whole lot socially. I've always been like an introvert, being by my lonesome, even like being back in high school or grade school. I usually have like at least 1 or 2 people that I was really close to. I usually have like a small group of friends. But it's not wrong to have a lot of friends, but to me that's definitely like a lot of energy to expend. Red is a nice color. You know, like my red hair, it's a red flag. I think people saying hi is a red flag. You're a red flag. Just play your own games. Play games you're comfortable playing. And don't get too involved with people's ideas that you think is the best for you but isn't really the best for you. Just go with your gut instinct, basically. Alright, so that pretty much answered this question. Do things at your own pace. And be somewhat consistent in communication. It's still something I kind of struggle with communication-wise. Like, there's just days where I just don't feel like I have the energy to do anything but just exist. Definitely take those rest days too. Alright. Why are we back to type of rocks? Fire opals! Fire opals are pretty. Celestite. And then what was the other one? Celestite. Oh, let's open that image again. Celestite, selenite. There you go. Selenite. I gave you guys 3 different answers, but no, number 1 is definitely this is the fire opal. Do you like celery? Yes, I do. I like celery, especially the one from Fire Wings. Is it Fire Wings? Wingstop, not Fire Wings. Wingstop. The celery from Wingstop. But yeah, celery. I only know one person who doesn't like celery, and that is my brother. But does chat? You guys like celery? I actually like celery. I think some people don't like it because of the stringy texture, or like the string makeup of the celery, and probably the taste too. I like it with ranch or mustard. It's usually served with ranch, so ranch celery with ranch is definitely I like celery. Let me refresh. I don't remember what it tastes like. It doesn't really have a strong taste. It's definitely like more taste like veggie and water. More like the water taste though. It doesn't really have a strong taste. Like, you know, like with spinach. It's like eating veggies. Lettuce. It's like you're eating lettuce. That type of veggie. It's definitely the dressing that kind of adds to it. Okay, mark as red. Yeah, I like celery. Celery good. Especially with ranch. What made you start the stream? Okay, so this one. What made you start the stream? I actually tried streaming back in 2018. It was just to show a friend me playing. It was what is it called? Five Nights at Freddy's VR on the PS4, I think. At first it was for this question, at first it was to show my friend the game I was playing at the time. But then if we think about at the start of pandemic 2020, I saw a friend, a very famous friend. You guys are probably familiar with that famous friend. I saw her stream. Back then she was doing art, and I also do art too. So I was mainly on Instagram. Who's famous friend? My famous friend. Who's the famous friend? This famous can of soda. Cause she was in the community. Wait. Okay, so there was this gacha game that I used to play a whole lot. I played it for 5 years straight. Honestly, don't know. It's Sprite. Sprite VT. Not now known as Sprite VT, but she used to be known as Devious Sprite. But yeah, I earlier 2018 it was to show games. I also did. Oh wait, no, I actually did art streams before on. It was not on Twitch. It was on Picarto. I didn't make the connection. It's a meme back then that we'd always joke that she was famous, even though she was still kind of growing, but she was growing fast, so she deserves where she is right now. But yeah, so I did a lot of streaming of art in 2018, back during when I was in the Undertale community. Undertale kind of just got me into this raging creativity of creating fan art and all that. So I was streaming a lot back then in Picarto.tv. So that was that is kind of what made me start stream. But then I kind of lied low because I was kind of busy with some projects here and there. So I came back to streaming 2020. And I saw Devious Sprite, now known as Sprite BT, streaming, and I think I kind of impromptu collab with them doing some art. And that kind of got me on the roll of streaming to where I am right now. So, yeah. It's mainly for the fun of it. It's cheating because it's in chat. Wait, what is in chat? But do you still connect with those old friends? Yeah, I do connect still with those old friends. Imagine being blessed enough to collab with Yuna. Well, I am kind of like very selective of who I collab with. So I definitely need to see the people who want to collab, how they are like. But then, you know, with me being busy outside of streaming, I don't really get the chance to, you know, see other people stream. You know, doesn't play games with me anymore. You very trolly, that's why. I'm more like, you know, chill kind of gamer. Collab with me. We did play Resident Evil 6. Okay, so wait. To answer that question, do you still connect with those old friends? I still try to connect with some of my older friends. I know one of the bigger one of the friends that we used to hang out with Yuto was Truly Knight. You're not chill, Yuto. Okay, so hold on. Yeah, Truly Knight. I tried to contact with him because he kind of like just disappeared. I miss Truly. But I kind of know where he is, but he's no longer on Twitch. So he's somewhere. But no longer on Twitch. Because I think the type of content he wants to make is definitely different from streaming. I'm actually gonna cry. He's somewhere on TikTok, Yuto. Let's see. To how we met Yuto. How did we meet? I remember the days when Yuto used to be a blue stick man. Oh god. Let's see. Some old friends that isn't like around nowadays is Sassy Sausage. I used to play a lot with her, but some things, you know, just kind of like priorities in life. Because I think she's doing a lot of traveling or, you know, IRL stuff. So yeah. Where other people you guys remember? Because I miss my friend. Tell him I'm asking. Not the Stickman era. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I don't remember Yuto. It was definitely for a Pew Pew game. What game it was is what I don't remember. I do remember we played that one free game. But that was like not how we met though. We met through Bancho, so it's Drago Bancho then. Drago Bancho is definitely one of the earlier VTubers we've collabed and hanged out too. And he's still around. A lot of OGs still in chat. I found Sprite. Marbles. I think Polly is also through Marbles. Marbles on stream because Polly is a big Marble person. I'm an OG. Well, I don't know how OG. Definitely 2020 though, right? Ish. Now I'm just thinking of some of the streamers I used to watch that have stopped and fallen out of touch. Miss some of them. Are they on Discord by any chance? It's always good to check in on them too. If you talk with them. Yeah, I think I was around when you started streaming. I was also around when Drago Bancho started streaming because I think When I first met Drago, he wasn't still streaming. So yeah, he was still getting his model. His model that he still uses today. I think Andy was around 2022. Who else? I know. I think it's 2022, right? When he was around. Yeah. I mean, I guess there is one thing that I am, I don't mind too much, is that I managed to meet a lot of you guys through him. He shall not be named. Because I feel like a lot of the connections I know are from him. They abandoned all their Vtuber related accounts, sadly. One was meant to give me her IRL Twitter, but never did. Why did I have a Twitter myself now? Anyway, Twitter sometimes can be a bit draining if you doom scroll in it. The only thing we could thank him for was the people I met, because very early on I hang out a lot with them. It was through Phasmo and Monster Hunter, and I think it was also through Spite. So yeah. Give us more friends. Definitely got my, what do you call this? That's where I met a lot of the Filipino people, was through them. So yeah, that's what made me stream, is art. It started with art, and I came back because of art. Yeah. Okay, so we can mark that as red. Oh, performing security verification. I'm not human, I'm an AI. I'm an AI VTuber. Alright, let's go back here. Have you ever found a cool stick? Cool stick? I do have a cool light stick. Does that count? I got this light stick from my South Korea trip that was given to me. I'll show a picture or demonstrate it some other time, but that's a cool stick I could think of. I got a, what do you call it? A light stick. Cheering stick. Guys, you'd have to go outside for that. But yeah, so I have found one. It's cool. It has different light colors. And I plan to use it at the Hololive Concert. Even though it's not official Hololive merch. But you know what? It will work. I'm gonna go outside and touch grass. Okay, what is your favorite bird? Actually, now that I think about it, do I actually have a favorite bird? Does Chocobos count as a favorite bird? Is there a Chocobo, real life Chocobo out there? Imagine touching grass. I'll be touching seats. What is a real life Chocobo? I'm not a bird, I'm an angel. Okay, wait. Dodos. They are prehistoric birds. They're kind of cute. Okay, let's look at Emo. You just greeted with this face right here. Nah, you're a bird, very much a bird. We all birds. I'm actually an owl, with the way my neck turns sometimes. Are angels not just holy? Now that I think about it, I guess we can be considered holy birds. Many birds. But that's you guys. Casuaris. Wait, what's a casuaris? But emo versus an ostrich. Ostrich? Does ostrich not look like a chocobo? Kind of looks like a chocobo. I think I like the ostrich more than the emo. Emo kind of derpy. Are we your favorite birds then? Yeah. You guys are my favorite birds. Birds and potatoes. They're built like tanks. Terrifying. Hold on. Let me take a look at these cassowaries. Cassowary. Not casserole. Ooh. I've not seen this bird. They look very prehistoric. Is this actual bird? I think it is. Yo, I like the crown it has. Just another amazing Aussie native. Oh. Yeah, I've never seen this bird before. Most dangerous bird? Really? How is it dangerous? That is cool. look how terrifying this bird looks like. We're not looking at the mosquito, but this one right here. Last Friday, 12th of April, 2019, a 75-year-old man was attacked by at least one of the exotic birds that he rears on his property in Florida, USA. Wait. Florida, USA. His injuries were so severe that he later died in the hospital? Damn! It can take bullets, no problem? Damn! What does it even have for a body and armor? The exotic birds in question weren't parrots or canaries, however. Along with animals such as alligators and wildcats, cassowaries are listed as Class 2 wildlife in Florida, owing to the risk that they pose. This means an owner must satisfy a number of tests and acquire a special permit from the local authorities to legally keep them. Damn. Should look up more pars. More pars video of them. Emus are also tank. So what exactly is a cassowary? Like their cousins, the emus, these large, flightless birds with bristly feathers are ratites. They are native to the tropical forests of Southeast Asia and Australia. The emu war will never not be funny to me. How did they get to freaking Florida? It was brought illegally. Okay, cassowary. So I think my favorite bird would be the ostrich. I like ostriches. But there's also, what are those round birds from, there was a game, you know, round fat bird. This one is also very cute. A borb. Kiwi. Oh, kiwi is also very cute. They're very small. An emu fried egg? That's a huge egg though, right? Emus, ostriches, and cassowaries are all cut from the same cloth. The last of the giant birds, like the moa. Moa from Minecraft. The mom for it. Speaking of birds. Yeah, this bird. I don't remember where I see a lot of them. Was it in Minecraft? I don't think it's Minecraft. I'm trying to remember which survival game has these birds, but this bird in particular I really like. It's really cute. Oh, I don't know what breed they are though. It's a bird watching game that's called Flock Around. You might get a new favorite bird. Baby barbs hatching. Oh, that's so cute though. I'm trying to find what breed this is. But yeah, round birds. Because you guys already know round birds in chat. Oh, speaking of, I don't have it up. It's hilarious to us too, especially since it's just let's back up the whole don't mess with Aussie wildlife shtick. Australia is the dark souls of wildlife. Ugh, don't talk about the spiders now. Alright, I'm bringing you guys to the stream. Pepino spiders though? What are some pepino only spiders? I do remember in the Philippines that as a kid, I play with spiders. I don't actually keep them, but I find them out in the wild. And there's this one particular spider that I like. It's very small. It has a shell and has like a blue marking on the back. They kind of use it for like fighting. Yeah, favorite bird, probably ostrich. Or maybe we could find a new bird that we will like. Yeah, I don't remember what it looked like. Yeah, this one and ostriches. But there's so many cute birds. This one too is very cute. Oh, it's a bearded reedling. Yeah, there you go. Bearded reedling or ostrich. Fat bird. I don't know. I think I might regret looking up Philippine spiders. Lots of with I'm trying to look with shell. It kind of does look like the second one, but it has blue marking. It's definitely not this one. Not this one at all. Okay, we're done looking at spiders. Okay. Imagine the Philippines has a lot of spiders in common with Australia, being part of the sea, Oceania region and all. I don't remember. Definitely not big spiders. No big spiders in the Philippines. At least I've not seen big spiders. Ugh, I would probably die. There are big spiders. I don't want to know what those look like. But at least growing up, I've not seen big spider then. Not like tarantula or anything. Ugh. They're in the mountains. Okay, good thing I don't live in the mountains. You look up the trees, there's at least I don't want to imagine Anzina. It's just giving me heebie-jeebies just trying to imagine. You seeing a bunch of spiders up in the tree and you see 20 fucking spiders. No. No. Favorite Hololive member? Including current and graduated members. What is my number one favorite? It's hard to say that I have a favorite. I like a lot of them though. Kiara. I like Kiara for her music. I like Gura's chill singing. Gargura. Ina, I like Ina because she's an artist like I am. So I relate to her. So I would say like majority of Myth I like. What would be number one? Kiara? Kiara would probably be number one. I like Iris too. Iris because also kind of redhead. Iris, Kiara. Between the two. Nerissa, Herb. Can I just say that I love all of Ian? Mori the best. Yeah. Dad. Dan. Herb love. I love Herb too, because I like her prowess. Prowess? Yeah, prowess. Like for singing, her voice acting. That's a fair answer. But I would say number one, at least that got one of the very first that I saw from Hololive is Pecora. Because I think her reactions to horror games, because you know how I like playing horror games sometimes. I see Pecora playing horror games, and that's how, you know, I came across. One of the reasons I came across VTubing was through her, and then Kizuna Ai as well. Main Peckle. I don't watch any of their streams. I mean, it's perfectly fine. They are still technically a content creator. They're making music, MVs. I actually did not know that Mori Calliope also animates or something. She animated apparently an MV for herself. I don't know if that's true, but if it is, I feel like that's really a really cool one. Same Peckle, yeah, Pecora, Kizuna Ai. I also watched a lot of Kizuna Ai back then. But Hololive member Ian. Hololive Ian is between Kiara and Iris. Because I really like the dancing and the music. So I don't think any of the other... Well, at least recently, Bae is a good dancer. Recently found out Bae is a good dancer. So I also like her Snake Eyes MV. But she's definitely one of the newer likes that I have for Hololive. But Iris, and Kiara. Riona. Oh yeah, I did see her recent birthday. Was it birthday or a 3D live? Yeah, people were like, "Oh damn, she was like a former idol apparently." Bae needs to make more 3D dance videos when she can. I feel like she recently announced that she wants to do more of those. But I think there's something keeping her busy. But I'm not sure if it's other things. Surprised Bae is a good dancer. Dancing is a very common thing in our schools here in Australia. Was nice. Demon Dice is cute. I see. I didn't know that's a thing in Australia. Dancing. I know in the Philippines too, we did a lot of dancing as well. That's why I kind of like dancing. We used to do a lot of performances back in high school and in grade school. Like there's always like something going on. Not always, but like there are definitely like times where there are events at school. Was it with the sticks? What do you call it? Tinikling? Tinikling. Does that satisfy the Hololive member favorite? Anyways, that answers that. On to the next one. Would you rather eat durian or balot? I would rather eat durian. The balot is a really strong taste. It's really strong, so I can only take like a bite. What kind of question is this? Which of the two evils can I handle? I think I could handle durian more, but balot, especially if it has feathers, I will not eat it. The durian's good though. Yeah. It's a really strong smell for durian. So I would eat durian rather than balot. Balot, It's like cannibalism. You know, eat one of our birds. I do like the soup though for the balot. The soup that you drink from the egg. I like eating chicken, but it's not chicken though, right? It's duck egg. It has a different type of flavor. Had some roast duck before. I did, but I don't really eat too much of the roast duck, especially if it's served. Usually, where I come across roast ducks is in a Chinese restaurant, and I don't really eat it that much either. I would go for the other food, like, you know, like orange chicken or beef broccoli. You are so American. I mean, I am American. What do you mean? Roast duck. Do Filipinos serve roast duck though? I've never really come across like roasted duck back in the Philippines. It's usually lechon, caught. Or we usually get rotisserie chicken too, like the barbecue. Not that much. See, exactly. It's not often served in the Philippines. I feel like it's definitely a Chinese thing. Roasted duck in PH Chinatown. Where is Chinatown in the Philippines? That would be more in the north, Manila. Like when I go to a Chinese restaurant, I choose the Americanized dish instead. Hey, I mean, it's usually good. To me, I like the orange chicken and the sweet and sour fish, whatnot. I like it saucy. Yeah, Manila. I've only been like a couple times to Manila, like at least one. Was it only really one time? The one time I went to see some PH people was the first time I went to Manila. I think it is. No, it's either one or two actually. Twice. Unicorn dead. If I do get enough time to be in the Philippines, then we could probably. Okay, but yeah, durian rather than balut. What is your favorite season and least favorite? Can it be the same season? I like spring, but it's also my least favorite because of freaking allergies. Spring definitely has like very beautiful flowers. I also like fall, but there's also fall allergies too. Winter, I think winter is okay as long as it's not snowing. I'm a fall and winter guy. Winter, because I like the aesthetic or how snow looks like, but I always hear the stories of living with snow and it's not too great if you're not used to it. I like the snow, but living on it is questionable. Yeah, spring, I love spring. You know, with the pink cherry blossoms in Japan, the flowers here where I live, the flowers are very pretty. I also like the colors of fall too, because red. I feel basic, but fall is my favorite because benefits of winter, but not snowed in yet. I wouldn't say that's basic though. It has, you know, the benefits. Fall is kind of like not too hot but not too cold. Also depends on which part of fall we're already at. I'd rather be cold than hot. Also true. Yes, when you're gonna go snowboarding, lift tickets cost as much as Disneyland trip. Wait, isn't it during spring or during winter? I've went snowboarding. I think I mentioned this before, but the one and only time I went snowboarding, I went without a helmet. And I was going fast and I hit my head so hard. Luckily I'm still alive to this day. And never again did I go snowboarding. You know, please. Because the helmets went to my siblings first. Yeah, the aesthetic of snow. Hope you also love shoveling and driving in it and paying for heating to live. Yeah, exactly. The shoveling part, and then people falling down and tripping. Not really tripping, but sliding. Would it be hydroplaning? Although it's just ice. The ice on the road. But I never went snowboarding ever again. Maybe revisit, but I really don't like the feeling of my legs being stuck in one position for that long on the board. Maybe if it was skiing, maybe it might be manageable. but just having your legs stationary and you're heavily reliant on your core, which I don't really have a good core. I feel like, yeah, no. You land on your head. But snowboarding, my cousins always go snowboarding. So maybe, I guess because we live near an area where snowboarding is accessible. I did remember during that time when I was snowboarding, there was a kid that would always check up on me whenever she goes down the mountain. She would check on me. How are you doing? It was kind of cute back then. Wonder how she is doing right now. She would check up on me whenever I was just like slowly sliding my way down the mountain on my butt. Just so I don't have to snowboard. But yeah, favorite season, spring. Least favorite, also spring. How did you get started with VTubing, and what would you suggest for those trying to start? Unknown ask. So what definitely got me into VTubing was, partly from the previous question, was came across a mutual on Instagram, aka Devious Sprite back then. That's how I kind of got into VTubing, but I didn't have access to L2D, and then I came across Vroid, and that's how I made my model, was through Vroid. Because I still like dancing at that point, because before I did a lot of dancing content back then, so definitely 3D was something I wanted. But the live 2D was also nice, because like, you know, you could create it, but I don't know where to start. I still get a bit overwhelmed, or would it be intimidated? Yeah, a bit intimidated to start with live 2D. But then I wouldn't be able to dance or do these things with you guys. Hold this potato and head pat it, or give you mwah. That's what I like about 3D. But yeah, it's through a mutual friend who does art. I also do art, but 3D, I like the 3D aspect of things. And yeah, that's how I started VTubing. What I would suggest to those trying to start, though, with today's day and age, there are a lot of accessible pre-made models, customizable models that came out. Like, you know, with what are the popular customizable models out there. There's a lot of those now. And it's more affordable compared to having like your own model, like, you know, your own custom model, which is like what, $1,000, $1,000+ to have. So if you don't have that money, and if you're still trying to figure out if you like VTubing, definitely start streaming first with those customizable models, and then you kind of get the feel if you want to go with VTubing, like streaming. Just do it. It was like 75 last I checked. I think most of like the higher end models from well-known riggers and artists are like over 100. I didn't know Sprite was the reason you got. Sprite was one of the reason I got into VTubing, because I was mainly on Instagram before, and she was also like in the same fandom I was in back then with a gacha game I was playing. I saw her stream. She was like promoting her stream on Instagram, and that's how I came across her content. So she was doing, I think she was doing a lot of art back then. So I like the L2D model, although I didn't want to learn the L2D side of things. I like the 3D stuff. But I did do streaming before 2020, the 2020 boom. I was doing art in the Undertale fandom. But also, I also love games. I also game. I'm a gamer, so that's also kind of how I continued to stream more. Because back then when I started, I wasn't very consistent, because I was more on Instagram posting art back then. DeviantArt was also where I posted a lot of art. Many years already in DeviantArt. Although I haven't been on DeviantArt nowadays, because it's a lot of just too many things going on in DeviantArt. DeviantArt days. It's all AI. A lot of it is AI. But yeah, a lot of AI. But there are still some artists on there posting. But yeah, DeviantArt, there's just so many things. I tried to go back to DeviantArt, but I don't know, I just couldn't stick with it anymore. Or I don't know, I think there's also like something about them using your art to process for AI stuff, you know, like stuff like that on Twitter, on DeviantArt, just having to opt out of it. But yeah, having so much social media can be tiring sometimes. Twitter is its own beast as well. All the drama on Twitter, the things that yeah. That's why sometimes I don't like being on Twitter, but I feel like aside, I know a lot of people don't want to be on Discord, so I try to be on Twitter or Blue Sky, just so many things. Just so many social media. There's also TikTok, YouTube, so I'll probably just like, I would mainly be YouTube, or at least I'm trying to be more on YouTube. YouTube and Twitch. It's all the negativity. It's like the big drama with the big VTubers kind of thing. And there's also even drama within the smaller communities as well. I've seen like a couple from the VTubers community. Yeah, all that. Ah, yes, the interfighting. I just wish you would post more on YouTube. I'm trying, because I'm trying to go back to like my older VODs. I have my VODs since what, 20? I think since 2020 or 21. The earlier VODs I still have, so I have to process those. At least I found out recently that there is a way. The free DaVinci is what I'm working with for editing, and they have something that kind of like helps with streaming out the quiet portions of VODs. So there's that. Makes it easier. VTubers always thriving in drama. Yeah, I think it's just a Filipino thing, is drama. Like the teleseria's drama. Where there is community, there will be drama, sadly. I mean, even our own community sometimes have like little dramas here and there. But yeah, sometimes it's just better for us to be in our own little bubble. Yeah, just some people are chronically online. Dude, I hate when Twitch forced everyone to remove their VODs and the deadline. It was such... Wait, Twitch didn't have those VOD deadline things before? For highlights to be only one... Oh yeah, I do remember that. The one where you had to take out some of your... Okay, so the 2-week thing for VODs was always a thing if you're not a Prime user. So if you're a Prime user, you could have your VODs up for 2 months, but normally it's only 14 days. So you need to, like, if you plan to do content creation or doing something to your VODs, you would always have to like download your VODs within 14 days so it doesn't disappear into nothingness. I have like already like 1, 2, 4 hard drives for VODs. I knew a streamer that had thousands of hours of VODs highlighted. And I think with the limit now with Twitch, they have to take all that 1,000 of hours VOD highlighted out from their system. But yeah, did I answer the question? Yeah. Start small or start with PNG first. There are PNG tubers now. Image even without the animation. Vroid is free if you want to have your own virtual model. There's also customizable and pre-made models out there too to just get started with VTubing and see where you thrive. You could be on TikTok. You start with like smaller content, or I guess it's just a matter of finding out. Just try a lot of things and see what you like. Because I know people, like, there's a lot of VTubers who do like how-tos or tutorials. They don't stream a lot. Well, they stream games, but they mainly do like how-tos and tutorials. There's stuff like that out there. Or you could do like memes on TikTok. There's that as well. People like myself use the highlight feature to keep VODs from streams. I'm learning too that at first I thought Twitch didn't allow like long lengths of VODs onto YouTube. I know there was a thing before where you have to wait 24 hours before you upload Twitch VODs to YouTube. I think they kind of lifted that, so that's gone. But now I know, I do remember there was like, you needed at least like to be an affiliate on YouTube to be able to upload like full-on VODs. I don't know, I think I'm jumbling my memory with that. Do whatever you like because that's what people like to watch. Yeah, there are people, content-wise, there are people who just play popular games just so they get the views. I guess it's just more of your motivation. What motivates you to play these games? If your motivation or your heart is not in there, people would notice that and they don't stick around and all that. People like watching their streamers enjoy their thing. Yeah, there's that. But there's also such a thing that if you stick to one type of content, like let's say you're an Apex streamer, you're a non-Apex streamer, and then you want to branch out, it is also kind of hard for people that do those type of contents where you're good at one thing and then you try to branch out, your viewership drops. I don't know how I guess it's just a question of just do whatever you enjoy, I guess. It made me think, like, how would they recover playing a different game that they're not, usually streaming, and they kind of suffer that. I wouldn't say so. I enjoyed Tense playing horror games. That, I guess it just depends on the viewers. There's two ways to branch out games. Be really good at them, suck incredibly bad at it. Both are quite entertaining. That's true. Yeah, I guess it's still bottom line, just play what you enjoy. Don't play things that you don't enjoy. Don't play things just because, oh, people like this, but your heart is not there. They will definitely see that. Ito bleh. Bleh your way through streamers. Variety streamers have a hard time with viewers. I think that's also kind of like with me too. I feel like, would I consider myself a variety streamer? I think I am. Because early back then, I was mainly art, but I also want to play games. So I was playing Monster Hunter, horror games. Like, there's just so much games I want to play, but there's just too many that you don't know what to play. AKA me with Pragmata, Expedition 33. Like, I can't hold into one basket. But yeah, so mainly with variety streamers, that people will stick for them and not the game. Anyways, okay, we answered this question, right? Marcus read. Oh my god, Marshmallow! Are you human? What is the dream? What is the dream? My dream is to have a family, have a kid, have a loving husband, food on the table. That is the dream. Really? Oh, that's a question. She's Filipino, that's worse. Yeah. Dream. What is the dream? I would say I still have like the classic woman dream of having my own family, but I feel at this rate, I don't think. Kid or no kid in the future. I would like to, but considering how my health is with the thyroid and stuff, I'm not sure. If God blesses me with a child, I don't mind. But I sometimes think I don't feel like I'm worthy enough to be a mother. Just get better health. just buy better health. Yeah, I feel like I'm not stable enough to be a mother or have a child in this day and age. You guys are my children. But yeah, with how state of the world is right now, I feel like nah. As much as I want at least one. Mom, can I have money? No. You don't get a monthly allowance. You don't have a weekly allowance. I grew up with no allowance. I think the only allowance we had was like lunch money. That's it. But man, kids that do have allowance, man. But yeah, I if I were to have like my own family, I want to be able to provide. But I feel like that's something I can't do right now. But one day, when I'm an old granny, or I could just be that cool aunt, Oh, auntie, you got me a gift. I used to buy games. Nice. You're lucky then. My only allowance was food for lunch and nothing else. Or also fare, money for fare going to school. You'd be an amazing auntie or mom. If I won $1 million, I will treat you guys. You guys get each $1. But I know not all women would want to have kids. They would rather, be the aunt or be a career woman. I don't know. I don't feel like I could be a career woman all my life. Actually, I've never been a career woman. Now that I think about it. I've always been a content creator. I've always created content in some way. Yeah. That's the dream. What would be your 3 genie wishes? Sephiroth. Sephiroth. But it would only be one wish though. It would have to be pre-crazy Sephiroth. I wouldn't mind Sephiroth. Pre-crazy Sephiroth. When he was still a cool, independent man. First soldier of Shinra. Sephiroth's baby, Sephiroth's friend. Who would be Sephiroth's friend? Genesis? Was it Genesis? Genesis, the one with the red coat? It all comes back to Sephiroth. What would be my wishes? If I were to answer this seriously, have loads of money, be set for life kind of thing. And then I would be able to create content for you guys. no worries whatsoever. But yeah, be set for life. Be able to provide for others. Okay, wait. That would be one wish, is being filthy rich maybe. Okay, wait. So probably like my future generation would inherit my health as well. My wealth. So they're also set for life. Question, okay. Will you be content enough with your community, or would you want a bigger one? I just imagine having a bigger one is kind of hard. I sometimes wonder how bigger streamers handle that, but it kind of feels like it would be kind of be hard to interact with each and every one with you. To how it is like right now, I'm able to interact with you guys better because it's not too fast. It's not like zooming by. I would say I'm content with my community right now. But what is this? In terms of interaction, hold on. I don't want to be rich. I want to be financially stable. That's a better dream because no single event can screw you over. Yeah, that's true. Financially stable. Probably like find ways where your money won't be touched by other people because like there's like the government, the relatives you never had before would resurface to ask for some money. Financially stable. But what does financially stable mean? Or like what is considered financially stable now? Having what? $10,000 allowance, is that enough to live by? if you include like rent or having your own house, all these questions. Instead of self-growing potatoes, you're looking at spreadsheets of how many potatoes you are growing and selling. That's true. My mouth was getting dry. Hydrate, y'all. Become filthy rich enough. Just thinking about the big community. I guess having a bigger one wouldn't be so bad, but it's kind of sometimes hard to interact one like how we are right now with a bigger community. Guess if we do people ever do subscriber only streams? Maybe that's one, like, you know, if you want like a managed interaction with chat, you do so with that, I guess. Yeah, let me go back to Real's question. Or was saying, financially stable means I can eat well, some money for hobbies, and not being homeless. Yeah, but I guess like how much would that be if you were to think like in terms of where you live, I guess? Because like 3,000 per person in California is not feasible. But if you brought that same money to a different country or something like that, that's probably, you know, with in connection to the question earlier, is how people, the reason why they move. But I do agree, being able to eat, feed yourself, not be homeless, and able to do the things you want to do, that kind of financial stability. But you would need some sort of allowance though, because like with inflation, if you think about inflation and all that, 20,000 allowance, 10. I feel like 10 is good enough for a single person if you live in California. Like with rent expensive, yo. Owning a house, expensive too. But unless you move to a different part of the country, somewhere else, it might be feasible. Okay, anyway, genie wishes, financial stability for a lifetime, or maybe including my future generations. Would that be a genie wish? Sephiroth. What would be third wish then? Have all the time in the world to be able to do the things you want to do. I guess that for my 3 genie wishes. And be able to travel. Traveling as well. I would want to travel. I guess that's kind of part of like the financial stability. Being able to travel with what you have. I would like to go back to Japan one day. And other places. Other beautiful places we could think of. Okay, what is your top 4 favorite colors? Red, black, yellow, and kind of the purple in the background. Not pink. Pink is also the top favorites. we have top 5, then pink would be in there. Yeah. Because red, usually in terms of like design wise, red means passion, but also means anger. But it's more of like the passion. Passion of red. Red passion. I like black. Black is also cool. It could go with anything. Yellow is my lucky color. And then what did I say? Purple. Royalty. Those are my favorite colors. Red, black, yellow, purple. What is the name of the child Sephiroth gave you last? Oh my god. Someone said Yunaroth, but if I were to name my child with Sephiroth, definitely not Yunaroth. Also, what does Sephiroth even mean? Now that I'm thinking about it, what does it mean? Actually, let's look it up. What does Sephiroth mean? Because I heard Ares or Irisu means earth in Japanese. If you translate Sephiroth from Latin to English, you get anger. What is Sephiroth in Japanese? Sephiroso. Before his descent into madness, he used the typical confident masculine pronouns. Ore. Watashi. What is the origins of his name? Sephiroth. Sephiroth is Hebrew form of Sephiroth, also spelled Sephiroth. It's a plural noun in Hebrew. The singular is Sephirah, also spelled Sephirah. Sephiroth are described in the Kabbalah as the manifestations of God that allow him to manifest in the physical and metaphysical universes. Sephiroth also means counting of numbers. Sephiroth single wing. I was just reading off of this one. Oh. No, I lost it. So basically, these traits refer to Sephiroth's simultaneous existence in the livestream, the planet, and its manifestations through Genova. The counting aspects may allude to the Sephiroth clones. Seraphim. Well, he does have like a 6-wing form, his boss form. So, angel, basically? Look at that art. Beautiful art of Sephiroth. A mono art of Sephiroth is something. What would the name be? Something, it has to be something angelic then. Angelic name. Lazarus is not an angel. But I like the name Lazarus. You know what? We'll call him Lazarus then. Would you eat a potato or 2? Yes, I would eat a potato. I always eat a potato. What kind of question is this? Yes. If you offer yourselves to me, I will eat you gladly. 2 even. What's your most anticipated game this year? A game that I'm looking forward to. You guys have a game you're looking forward to? I can't think of any game I'm looking forward to this year. You know what? Let me take a look at my wish list. I just can't think of any from the top of my head. Anticipated game. But these are already released though. Games that are not released yet. Oh, Neverway. I would like to try Neverway. I would like to see Echograph. Although I don't think there was a announcement for that, but I would like to play that. Neverway, I don't think there's... Oh, release date! There is a release date. October 2026 is this game. I would like to play this game. This one right here. Yeah, this game. After playing it, I kinda want it. This way, Neverway. I like Neverway. Neverway was good. Echograph has no announced date. Release date. Palworld Pal Farm. No announced date for that either though. Legend of California. Shift of Midnight. Backrooms Lost Runner is also coming out too. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Neverway. Touch Starve! I will never see it. I don't know. I had it on my wish list for like 2024 or 5 days. It's 2 years now. One day. Yeah, I think those are the only games that are confirmed 2026. So Neverway. I would say Neverway. I would want Neverway. Play Neverway. There's also GTA 6, but I don't think I'll get it. Is it this year though? 2026? Is there a release date? I've never played a GTA, so it's definitely not in the radar unless you know, someone really wants me to play it. Favorite sea creature? Sea creature, though. Favorite sea creature? What are beautiful sea creatures? I can't think of any. Well, no, not jellyfish. Fuck jellyfish. Although they look very pretty, but they sting. So it'd be a pretty fish then. A pretty sea fish. I guess a clownfish would be cute. I don't think bettas are sea fish though, right? They seem like they're freshwater. The one with the very nice tails. These are pretty. This one too. But what are they called? I don't know what they're called. So maybe a clownfish. A clownfish is very, very cute. Or, you know what? In terms of eating it, there is salmon freshwater? Salmon is freshwater. Never mind. I guess I can't eat that. Yeah, salmon, sea fish, or river. I mean, there is sea, an ocean salmon, Atlantic salmon, seawater salmon. Salmon sushi. Yes. This is my favorite fish. Man, now I want some salmon. Sashimi. Sashimi good. Anyways, yeah. Clownfish. If we count salmon, then yeah, salmon. What is your favorite flavor of fruit? Strawberry and apples are my favorite. And they're both red. Bananas. Yeah, usually I go for apple. Apple or strawberry. Those are definitely my two favorites. Like soda, I like apple soda. Or even like apple anything is always good. So apple. I like apples. Why is there name two women? What kind of women are we thinking of? A VTuber? An actor? An actress? Can I say Sam Jang and Hannah Mimi Neko? Devious Sprite? Scarlet Rays? Monikami? A Wandering Sheep? Who else? Kitsumiko? Beep Boop I'm a Duck? That counts, right? Two women. Yeah. What is the capital of what? What is this question? What is the capital of? The capital of the Philippines would be, is it Manila? Then it's Manila. What would be capital city of USA? Washington. Okay. Washington DC. Yes. Which side is Washington DC? Is it? It's not Seattle though, right? That's different. Where is Seattle? Where is Washington DC? New York. Okay, it's on the East Coast then. Okay. Man, me being American, not being ignorant of where things are at. So wait, is Washington DC? Where is Washington? This is not this one is not helping. New York, right? So it's in New York, which is East Coast. If the USA wouldn't have their capital on DC, which city would be the proper capital? Would it still be New York? There's two Portlands. There's Portland over here in Oregon, and then Portland up here. Which state would that be? I don't know my geography. I didn't study. Hey, I didn't study in the US education system. I was raised on the Philippine education system, and I didn't even know jack shit in the Philippines. Alright, Luzon, Mindanao, Visayas. Oh, yeah. So I'm a foreign when it comes to the geography of the United States of America. Montana, California, Oregon, Washington, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas. Is Texas the biggest state? Or is it California? Alaska? Anyways, that is the answer to that question. Capital of the Philippines would be Manila. The US, it's Washington, D.C. Yeah. What is your favorite bear type? Panda! That would be a type, right? Pandas are cute. They chill. They like to roll around. Grizzly bears are usually brown though, right? Grizzly bear. Let me look up a grizzly bear. Grizzly bears. Ursus arctos horribilis. Scientific name. That's some kind of scientific name. Where are they from, actually? They eat Arctic fox. They're mainly up north. A brown bear. Bears. You know what? Let's look up types of bear. Types of bears. Yeah, panda. Panda is one of them, so I chose panda. Very cute. Bears of the world, all 8 species. So wait, what would the panda be under? Oh, Asia? American black bear, Asian black bear, brown bear, giant. Oh, panda's right here. What am I talking about? Panda, polar bear, sloth bear, spectacled bear. Yo, I have actually never seen the spectacled bear. Sun bear. Look at the sun. Look at oh, sun bear so small. So polar bear is like the biggest one, or is it the brown bear? Grizzly. Look at the panda though. Polar bears are cute too. Look at this panda. Audion bear? Is this the sun bear? Yeah, panda. I like pandas. Panda type of bear I like. This one. Do you have a favorite flower? Oh wait, I'm not wearing it. But yeah, sakura blossoms. But if we think about something else that's not sakura blossom, what would be the next flower? I would like wisteria. Wisteria kind of pretty. Well, that's a tree. Tree flower. We're talking about like ground flower or like a shrub. Roses, peonies. Okay, let me look at bouquets. Flower bouquets. Flower bouquet. The one that's kind of like frilly. What kind of flower? What kind of flower are you? Carnations. Carnations are very pretty. So carnations, sakura. Well, first is sakura blossoms. Second is, I would say, the carnations. Yeah. Top 3 breads. Garlic bread. Is that considered a type of bread? I like garlic bread, sourdough bread, and the bread from Subway. Is it Italian herb and cheese bread? Yeah, Italian herb and cheese. That's one of my favorite too. Garlic bread, sourdough bread, and then Italian herb and cheese bread from Subway. Those are my top 3 breads. Cause yo, whenever I go to Subway, I always order the Italian herb and cheese. I know wheat is like the better option, but Italian herb and cheese just hits right with the sandwich. Okay, what's the lure with the frog on my head? Support frog. A very support frog. He just came into my life and then started being a support frog. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Just someone very close to me who's a very good support. That's the lore. Why did you choose potatoes? The reason for potatoes. Yeah, potatoes, basically, I relate to a potato. Just being a potato. You know, chill, unbothered, just doing their own thing. And they're cute, look. Potato cute. Yeah, look at this potato. I just think they're pretty neat. Basically, the joke was chicken and fries. This is the combo. I like chocobos. That's how Anti-Burp came to be, is a fat chocobo. And then the potatoes as chat, because, you know, potato is a way of life. You know, you just potato on the couch. Just be potato on stream. Low energy, and I don't think they're that chaotic. That is the lore for why potatoes. Also, they could become good food. French fries, mashed potato. That's an angle. Yes. Very, very chill potatoes. Yeah. That's why we chose potatoes. That's cute, round, chill, and all that. Yeah. How could one be so cute? Who's cute? Who could be this cute person they're talking about? How could one be so cute? Just be cute. Just exude cute energy. Be yourself? Question mark? How to be cute? Isn't that just mainly subjective though? You'd find an annoying person cute. An annoying laugh cute as well. It's in the eye of the beholder. Just be cute. Have big uwu eyes. Have very tiny what? Bichibi. Bichibi IRL be a dwarf, I guess. have big eyes. Big eyes like mine. Oh, you get to see like the glasses. Big ooh eyes. Have sparkles. Yeah, like that. Or have really floofy ears. Well, my ears are not floofy, but feathery. Be sparkly. All that. Something like that. That's how you be cute. But basically, it is still in the eye of the beholder. If you're considered how you be considered cute to one person. How many marshmallows will you consume at once? Isn't Chubby Bunny not safe to do, though? You could potentially choke. If it's like those big marshmallows, I could probably have up to 3. But that's still kind of like a mouthful, though. If it's like those big, chunky marshmallows, probably up to 3. Yeah, 3. I think most at 3. If it's like the smaller marshmallows, probably a lot more. 5, 6 safe numbers, but I know the chubby bunny challenge, and that could potentially kill a person. The chubby bunny? Are you familiar with that trend of eating, like putting all these marshmallows in your mouth and see how much you could hold? That's what it's called. Chubby bunny. Hold on, name me chubby. This one, Chubby Bunny Challenge. Even Markiplier did it. It's a party game, actually. Yeah, see how big these marshmallows. That's what I think. Like I could only put 3, but yeah, the potential of choking in this one, because it's not exactly, it's sticky. It could get stuck in your throat, and they kind of like melt to each other too. Yeah, 3. What is the best drink? A drink that I really like to drink nowadays is called Fresca. Soda water. Fresca soda water. Sparkling soda water. Zero calories, 0 caffeine. 35 milligram of sodium. Potassium 80 milligrams. And then contents. It actually has aspartame though. If you're trying to avoid aspartame, that has aspartame. Agua fresca. Fresca is expensive as fuck here. Sometimes I can't the fresca before used to be always like out for some reason, but somehow it's more accessible. But I guess it depends on where you get it. It's like, let's say Walmart. Walmart tends to be a bit more expensive when it comes to drink. If you go to like your local grocery mart could have it. It's like a bit cheaper than Walmart. I remember just Walmart being a bit more expensive. $17 for a 12-pack. How in the world? Wait, what? 12-pack, $17? Why is it so overpriced? Is my question. Why? It's actually really good. I like it. Oh, Winko. Yeah, Winko has, or at least our local Winko has Fresca. It's definitely cheaper than Walmart. But then I haven't really checked how many. Isn't like usually the box like a 12-piece cans, I think? Yeah, no idea. This is my question. Like, why is it so overpriced? Maybe you need to check somewhere else for it to be less pricey. Holy, $17 for a 12-pack. That's like here where I'm at. It's only like $6. And in Walmart, it's kind of like $8 though. So that's why try going to Winko. Winko, or the places that sell overstock food is one way to get it cheaper. But yeah, I like Fresca. Fresca's the best drink. It's not too sweet. It doesn't hurt my throat. Sometimes with Sprite, if you drink too much of it, it kind of hurts my throat. Okay. Yeah, Fresca. What is the best use for a Pokemon? To fight! We're fighting! To do battles with! They could do my laundry. They could fold my laundry too. Play with? Play games with? If they learn how to play games, play Smash with Pokemon? Or GTA? Or Apex? You'll have a best friend in the form of a Pokemon to do battles. If Pokemon were to exist, I would probably be a Pokemon trainer. But probably I could probably be a Pokemon breeder. Or probably a nurse joy. Take care of sick Pokemons. Probably a caretaker then. I just saw the question. Have you ever eaten a bug? Have I ever eaten a bug? Have I ever eaten a bug? I'm trying to think if I ever did. I don't think I ever did. I just don't like the idea of eating bugs. If it's involuntary, ants count as bugs, right? Ants? Yeah, I've never eaten a bug. No. Ants would probably be the closest things to a bug. Eat ants sometimes, especially in the Philippines where the ants come out and eat your food. Red ants especially. Ugh. Okay, what is your biggest fear? Let's be real, ending up being alone. No friends, just by you and your lonesome. Well, I suppose that wouldn't be so bad if you live like in the wilderness, minding your own beeswax. I guess not having a companion or no friends, probably the real answer. But if it was like something else, bugs. Bugs are my biggest fears. Yeah. Bugs. Ew. Ever tried to Alt F4 in a game? Who wouldn't have? If we're talking about like life, then maybe we should not be talking about this. So not a question appropriate for stream to answer. Okay. Favorite flavor of water? Strawberry, apple, Fresca. Fresca is still a flavor of water because it's soda water. So strawberry, apple water. Actually, lemon is also good. So lemon. Muma. Who? Wait, what is this in reference to? I'm guessing it's Uma Musume, right? Uma mama. So why don't you shower? Because I don't sweat a whole lot. It's always cold. Is there a game you really want to play or are looking forward to? Never way. Unless there's a new FF game, then that too. But yeah, Never way is what I'm looking forward to. Which is a indie horror survival. What's the category for Neverway actually? Neverway. Life simulator, RPG, psychological horror, pixel graphics, story rich. RPG? Is Stardew Valley considered an RPG? That was a farming sim. I guess it's not a life sim then. It says nightmarish life sim. But I don't shower every day because my hair. Well, I do have showers. Do you have any advice for an aspiring streamer? I think it kind of is the same answer that I did earlier. I guess depending on what kind of streamer you want to be. If you're like a horror streamer, well, I guess play the games that you would enjoy would be a good, start for any aspiring streamer. Play a game you want and at least narrate the things that you are doing in the game, just so to get like a conversation going, or react to a lot of things out loud on on the games you play. Any thoughts? Always say them out loud. Play Gooner game is a good idea, promise. The eroge, but I don't think you could stream it on Twitch. You would have to find a different platform for that. Stellar Blade. I've seen gameplay of Stellar Blade, but I've never played it. I don't think my brother has Stellar Blade 2. So no chance of me playing it if it's on the PS5. Or wait, is it on PC? It's on PC, right? Yeah, play the games you want. Always narrate the things you do or your inner thoughts. Just be wary of the inner thoughts that you have, though. that doesn't get you cancelled. Inner thoughts, not intrusive thoughts. Exactly. Yeah, just to fill in the dead air. Don't just play, but you gotta, interact with the game, say your inner thoughts in relation to the game or what you think about things, you know. Always talk. Don't just game. Talk. Talk. Even if you don't have any like viewers, just talk. Or if you have a viewer but they're not speaking, but they are listening. So, yeah. There's that. But don't call them out. They're busy doing their life. Just let them watch and you're good. What is your favorite spider? You know what? Let's find a pretty spider. Pretty spider. This one kind of looks cute. Oh, that one animation with the big... This one kind of looks cute. Cute marshmallow spider. Okay, we'll go with that. Cute marshmallow spider. Yeah. Marshmallow spider. Very cute. Those kind of like, you know, the ones that you see from that animated spider... Wait, was it? I think it was a short, though. Pixar? I'm not sure if it was Pixar. Yeah, Marshmallow Spider. There you go. We looked at a couple. If you only play one game, what would it be? Stardew Valley. If I were to choose to only play one game, Stardew Valley would be the game I would play. Because I own the game. I own 5 copies of the game. I've dipped 5 times into this game. I would play it. But with the amount of other games to try, I haven't gone back to it. But that would be a game that I would come back. Would be the only game I would play. Because it's fun. It's chill. Stardew Valley. Who is your favorite Spider-Man? Are we talking about actors or the type of Spider-Man? I actually enjoyed Spider Noir. That was a fun show. That was cool. I would say Tom Holland would be also my favorite Spidey in the movieverse. But Spider-Man, other Spider-Mans, I like Spider Noir. Although I wish there was like a show for Penny Parker. I would definitely watch that for Penny. Or if we have Diva crossover, she could be a Spider-Woman. No love for Japanese Spider. Wait, is there a Japanese Spider-Man? I've never heard of a Japanese Spider-Man. There's Miles Morales. Ben Reilly is Spider Noir, and then there's Penny Parker with Spider Pig. Yes, okay, hold on. Japanese Spider-Man. What would be the name of this Spider-Man then? I actually never heard of the Japanese Spider-Man. Takuya Yamashiro? Is that the name of the actor or is that the name of the character? This Spider-Man also has a giant mecha? Dang. So he's low-key a Kamen Rider or something. Wait, really? Wait, do Kamen Riders have their own mechs? No, right? Do they? They do, right? My brain is not braining. It's not remembering things. One of the main characters in the Spider-Verse thing. Spider-Man was the show to originate giant mecha back then, and inspired Super Sentai to have mecha. Huh? Really? Originate giant mechas? That's how the Sentai came to be, is because of freaking Spider-Man? Damn! Thank you, Japanese Spider-Man. It's like their iteration of Spider-Man. That's really cool. Thank you, Spidey. So if Power Rangers didn't have... They always came with mechas though, right? So, but if they didn't have the mechas, would they just be like a regular superhero with guns and whatnot? Yeah, that's really cool though. The originator of mechas. Thank you, Japanese Spider-Man. I like it right here on the cover art. 616 Japanese Spider-Man. I didn't have mechas until, I want to say, 6 in the series. Oh. It would just be like Kamen Rider except 5 of them, or 3. Crazy. How do people hear feel about Japanese Spider-Man. I hope I am in the right place because for those who don't know what I'm talking about, there was tokusatsu based on Marvel's Spider-Man. Basically, what I'm looking for is to see what the show is like for myself because in the early days of YouTube, people kept saying the show was bad, but I want to watch it anyway. Just one person, Stanley himself, loved it. So this is interesting how someone actually enjoyed the show, as lately I was wondering why it got such a bad reception. The show is amazing. It does try a bit hard to look as cool as possible. Giant robot, hero who casually shoots. Honestly, probably more over the top than even most Sentai or Kamen Rider before then. I think Toei wanted Spider-Man to succeed financially since it does kind of clash with Spider-Man's more mundane and subdued personality. I think for Stanley, having an inaccurate adaptation that is cool is preferable to no adaptation or a boring one. So perhaps not the definitive Spider-Man, but interesting in its own right. It's good old Showa era cheesiness. Leopardon? Leopardon? Is that how you pronounce it? It doesn't look like a Spider-Man mecha though. I'm looking at it, it looks very unspidey if you as I would say. Like looks like nowhere near a spider. Oh, there you go, Leopardon. It has some of the symbols of a Spider-Man though. I would think it would have like more blue to it, I guess. Interesting. Say look up the opening on YouTube and see for yourself. Hold on. So I think that answers all our marshmallow questions. Yay! We finally finished 4 hours in. I didn't get to draw at all. Okay, Japanese Spider-Man intro. Hooray! Spider-Man. Does Polly know? Polly probably knows. The originator of the mechas in Super Sentai. Pretty surprised you never heard of the Spider-Man. Pretty a well-known one, I thought. I'm not pretty much a Spider-Man consumer. I'm more very casual to watching superhero stuff. I'm more a gamer than watching TV shows. Change Leopardo. That gaming and then art. Also, this Spider-Man is part of the Spider-Verse. Oh, and I think the fact that it's Japanese would very unlikely for me to come across. That's cool. Imagine you watching Beyond the Spider-Verse, the final battle against Spot. Everyone is losing and Miles is losing hope. Then suddenly they start to hear this theme in the distance and the voice screams, "Change Leopardon!" Didn't Japanese Spider-Man use a gun? He didn't have webs? Probably if only in one scene, then sure. It's like a situation kind of thing. So what did, which one was the Kamen Rider fan that you said I should start watching with Be the One? There's a documentary of this on Disney. Yeah, we saw like the cover art for it, that it's on Disney Plus. Kamen Rider build. Kamen Rider. Build forms, but if they were real fusions. A rabbit and a tank. Oh, we kind of watched this one. Yeah, let's watch one clip. Oh, this is opening. Let's look at the opening. I love this song. What is that they're holding? Is that their item thing? Their gadget, I mean not item. And it's science. We answered all the questions, but some of them were like crazy. I was crazy once. What put this in here? Crazy. I was crazy once. Crazy in a rubber room. So we've done the Ask Me Anything with Marshmallow. Yeah. Thank you for the support, guys. So yeah, I'll end it here. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'll feel much better tomorrow. Yeah, have a good night, everyone, or have a good day. Good night, sleep tight, not let the bed bugs bite. For those who are about to sleep, and then those whose days are still going on, have a good rest of your day. Yeah. Thank you to those who have donated for today as well. We will work on it tomorrow, the next couple days. Yeah.